We've all heard the promise, whispered from the pages of finance books and declared by market gurus: start investing early, be patient, and let the magic of compound interest make you wealthy. It's a beautiful, simple story that paints a picture of an automatic, almost effortless path to financial freedom. It's the financial fairy tale we all want to believe in, where our money does all the heavy lifting for us. But here's the uncomfortable truth that story leaves out. For most people, compound interest alone won't get you to financial freedom. It's a powerful force, yes, but it's not a magic wand. Relying on it blindly without a robust strategy is like having a powerful engine with no steering wheel. You might be moving, but you're not in control of your destination. And if you rely on it without a plan, you could end up deeply disappointed decades later wondering where the magic went. So before we build the strategy, let's get crystal clear on the tool itself. What is compound interest? Often called the eighth wonder of the world, it's the process of earning returns not just on your initial investment, your principal, but also on the accumulated returns from previous periods. In short, it's your interest earning its own interest. Your money starts working for you, and then the money it earns starts working for you. Let's make this tangible. If you invest $1,000 at a 10% annual return, after 1 year, you have $1,100. You've earned $100. But here's the key. In year 2, you earn 10% on the $1,100. That's a $110 gain, bringing your total to $1,210. The next year you're earning 10% on that new higher amount. Your gains are no longer linear, they're exponential. This is the famous snowball effect. As your investment rolls forward through time, it doesn't just grow, it accelerates, picking up more and more with each passing year. But the final size of that snowball depends entirely on your strategy. In this video, we're going to show you how to control the variables, your contribution rate, your investment choices, and your timeline, to turn this powerful principle from a hopeful myth into your concrete financial plan. But here's the problem. The snowball starts painfully small. This is the most difficult psychological hurdle. For the first 5 or even 10 years, growth feels almost invisible. You might see others chasing quick wins and look at your slow and steady portfolio and think, is this even working? This period is often called the desert of disappointment, and it's why so many people get frustrated, assume it's not working, and stop investing just before the magic begins. But abandoning your strategy here is like leaving the theater before the finale. Compounding is incredibly powerful, but its main fuel is time. The first decade is about building your base. The second and third decades are when you witness the avalanche of growth. Remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Your patience during these early years is what buys your ticket to the exponential growth that comes later. However, even if you conquer the urge to quit early, your growing wealth isn't entirely safe. It faces a constant battle against 3 powerful enemies that can erode your returns: fees, inflation, and market crashes. Understanding how each of these works is the first step to protecting your money. Let's start with fees. A 1% management fee might sound tiny, but it's charged on your every single year. This creates a compounding drag. Over 30 years, that tiny 1% fee can eat away more than a quarter of your returns. Imagine 2 snowballs rolling downhill. One has a small, constant friction. By the bottom, it will be significantly smaller. That's what fees do. The solution is to seek out low-cost investments like index funds and always check the expense ratio. Next is inflation, the silent thief. It quietly erodes your purchasing power. If your portfolio grows by 7% but inflation is 3%, your real return, your actual increase in buying power, is only 4%. This is why simply saving cash is a losing strategy. Your money must grow faster than the rising cost of living just to maintain your wealth, let alone increase it. And finally, market downturns. Seeing your portfolio value drop is terrifying, and the instinct is to sell. But panic selling is the costliest mistake, as it turns a temporary paper loss into a permanent real one. History shows that markets recover. The key is to stay the course. By continuing to invest regularly, you can even use downturns as an opportunity to buy more assets at a discount, accelerating your growth when the market rebounds. Now let's look at an example that surprises most people. Investor A puts in $10,000 once at age 25 and never adds another dime. Investor B invests $500 every single month for 10 years and then stops. Who ends up with more money at retirement? The answer? Investor B. Why? Because consistent contributions turbocharge compounding far more than a one-time lump sum. This brings us to the real formula for wealth. Compounding alone is not enough. The true equation is, wealth equals compounding plus consistency plus smart strategy. Without consistency, compounding is weak. Without strategy, you lose to inflation and fees. But when you combine all three, suddenly the magic works. So we've explored the theory behind compounding, but theory without action is just a dream. How do you apply this to your own life and turn abstract concepts into a concrete plan for your financial future? It's simpler than you think. Here are 5 practical, actionable steps to make compounding truly work for you. Step 1. Start as early as you can, even with small amounts. This is the most powerful lever you can pull. Think of it like planting a tree. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. The earlier you begin, the more time your money has to work. Imagine one person starts investing $100 a month at 25. Another waits until 35, but invests double, $200 a month. By age 65, the early starter will have a significantly larger nest egg. That's the raw power of time. It's your most valuable asset, so don't waste it waiting for the perfect moment. Start with what you have, right now. Step 2. Automate your contributions. This is the key to consistency. Willpower is a finite resource. Life gets busy, and it's easy to say, I'll invest next month. Automation removes that decision from the equation. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your investment account, ideally for the day after you get paid. This is the principle of paying yourself first. Before you pay for anything else, you pay your future self. It turns investing from a monthly choice into a non-negotiable habit like brushing your teeth. It's like putting your wealth building on autopilot. You set the destination once, and the system ensures you stay on course month after month. Step 3. Keep your costs low. This is the silent killer of long-term returns. When you invest, you'll encounter fees, often called an expense ratio. These fees might look tiny, maybe 1% or less, but don't be fooled. A difference of 1% can cost you hundreds of thousands over a lifetime. Imagine 2 identical $10,000 investments earning 7% a year for 40 years. One has a low fee of 0.1%, the other a higher fee of 1.1%. The low-fee investment grows to about $140,000. The high-fee one? Only around $95,000. That's why choosing low-fee investments like broad market index funds or ETFs is crucial. It's like building your house on a solid foundation, not one being eaten away by termites. Step 4. Stay invested, especially through downturns. This is the most emotionally challenging step. When the market drops and you see your portfolio value plummet, your gut will scream at you to sell. You must resist this urge. History has shown that the market always recovers. More importantly, the biggest gains often come right after the biggest drops. If you panic and sell at the bottom, you turn a temporary paper loss into a permanent, real loss. You miss the recovery. Instead of seeing a downturn as a crisis, reframe it as a sale. The world's best companies are on discount. Your automated contributions are now buying more shares for the same money. Staying the course isn't just about surviving the storm, it's about positioning yourself for the powerful wave that follows. And finally, step 5. Reinvest your dividends. Many investments share profits with you as dividends. You can take this as cash, or automatically reinvest it to buy more shares. Always choose to reinvest. This is compounding on top of compounding. Your initial investment grows, and the dividends it produces are put back to work, buying more shares, which then generate their own dividends. It's a virtuous cycle that supercharges your growth. Most brokerage platforms have a simple checkbox for this, often called a DRIP, or Dividend Reinvestment Plan. It's a set-it-and-forget-it feature that adds massive power to your snowball over time. So, let's recap. Compound interest isn't a lie, but it's not a get-rich-quick trick either. It's a long game that only works when you combine it with consistent investing, smart strategy, and patience. If you build those habits now, your future self will thank you. Wealth is not built instantly, it's built daily. One contribution, one habit, one smart decision at a time. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more smart finance made simple, and let's grow together on the journey to financial freedom.